Yeah, this is a good one. Can I move up closing? Let's talk about what to say as a lender when somebody says, can I move up my closing? And usually, as this more often than not, it's going to revolve around a purchase. Yes, there are some refinances where somebody might ask, but at the end of the day, refinances are easier for obvious reasons that people live in the home. So let's talk about it on a purchase. My personal opinion, and it's a good one from 20 plus years of doing this and getting burned many, many times early in my career. I would say yes, but, or yes, whatever, or we'll try, or whatever it is. All those things, consumers, buyers, they hear what they want to hear. And so, what you don't want to do is give them the impression you can, will, and are going to, and then have them just get totally hosed and mad at you because of all the moving parts. So, here's what I say. Hey, Mark, can we move up closing? Mr. Smith, man, that is a great idea. Let's do this. Because of all the moving parts that goes with the loan, much of which you nor I control, let's agree that we will get everything fully reviewed and approved. And then at that time, we will then evaluate where we are and set a firm closing date. I would love to accommodate you, but I certainly cannot and will not give you a date at this time to help you because we got everything we need from underwriting credit to appraisals to title and a whole bunch of back end stuff that I can't control nor you. But once we have that approval, we can then absolutely talk about let's set a firm and hard closing date and time. What I don't want to do, Mr. Smith, and by the way, you can maybe stop and maybe they agree with you, but if not, what I don't want to do, Mr. Smith, is have you just start moving a whole bunch of moving parts to accommodate for something that isn't realistic based on some third party that you and I can't do. Because I know the pains of not making closing when you get that time set. That would be terrible. That's the worst case scenario. I cannot and will not allow that to happen to you. So I understand how I said that second part, right? It's I cannot will that it's their benefit to not move up closing today. It's because I don't want them to have to go through all the time, money, hassle, whatever it is to rearrange their schedules when it doesn't happen. And I don't control it. And that'd be terrible. And I will not, I'm protecting you. I will not allow that to happen to you. And understand when they ask you, can we move up closing? I don't say yes, but man, that is a great idea. I love that thought. Something of those natures, but do not say yes. Do not confirm that you will. I don't even want you to say that you tried. Hey, we'll try. We'll do our best. Let's see. No, I think it's a great idea. It would make me excited that if we can do that, here's what we need to do first. So we just had somebody say, can you move up closing? And we're missing 9 documents just to get the thing submitted. Let's get your paperwork first. So let's get your paperwork. And then if the underwriting approval comes back, you got the appraisal, title, and all that stuff, and the underwriting approval gets back, and you know your team, you know your ops, you know you can do it, certainly set a time. But if you're not sure if these conditions you get back just have hair on them, do not set that time. It is far worse to miss a closing that got moved up than to close on time and smooth. So at the end of the day, they set the contract date. Like they signed it willingly, saying this date works for me when they signed that purchase contract. I'm sorry something came up and they want to move it sooner. We will do our best and we can and we will. And all of us watching this knows that we can perform at a high level. We can do it, but doggone it, you got to play with us, right? You got to be responsive. So that's my take is do not say it because man, I've said, hey, we'll try. And Mark, what about one day? Mr. Smith, I cannot tell you anything. We are going to plan for your closing date per the contract. Your closing date says the 28th. We are planning for the 28th. Well, can we do it on 27th? I just want to move it up one day. Man, again, at this moment in time, I'm telling you the 28th because that's what we know we can do. We're hitting it. We're on schedule. We're actually a little behind schedule because you've not given me your paperwork. But man, if we can make up time, I think it's a great idea. And we will certainly talk about it when the time comes. But you keep reiterating the date, the date. Mark, what about a week? What about 2 hours? Man, I show the 28th. And right now, I'm going to make sure we honor that. But I need your help. If you want to close sooner, just make sure you do everything you can. And again, once this gets approved, we will then determine if something is possible. And notice I don't even say the words move up closing date. So that is my 2 cents. As you can tell, I get fired up about this because this one is, I bet it's happened to me 5 times where I got bit and finally I was like, screw it. I'm just not saying it. Because in the beginning, you want to accommodate, right? You're getting your business because you're trying to accommodate and be willing to helpful and provide great service. Look, great service is doing what's expected. They may not like it, but they're doing what's expected. That is great service. So the great service is close on time and smooth. Well, Mark, I need to know now because the movers can't do it. Well, then I suggest we stick to the original closing date. If today's the day you have to know, like you got to know whether we can move closing up by 4 days, 3 weeks from now, I'm going to tell you no. But Mark, I want to. I understand and I want you to. But if you have to if today's a drop dead date, I cannot and will not commit to that because if we can't honor it, because we haven't even ordered the appraisal. We haven't even done this. You don't even have your documents. So that's my 2 cents. Let me know if you want to send comments and, let me know if I'm wrong or how dumb I am. Feel free to do that. But hopefully that helps. And if you have something to add, let us know. And as always, keep chasing excellence.